welcome, welcome, welcome. So excited to see all of you ladies. So excited. So, tonight we're talking about Morocco. So, if you could see my screen and you see ladies with their hands in the air and we're on the beach, just drop a yes in the chat so I know that you're paying attention, right? So that you can see, because the last thing I want to do is go through all this information and you can't see the stuff, right? Okay, thank you, sis. Please do drop in the chat where you're tuning in from. So this is a picture from our last Wanted Woman retreat. All right, welcome, Pennsylvania. This is from our last Wanted Woman retreat, which was in Zanzibar last summer, right? And this summer, as you know, we're going to Morocco, but it definitely is all of the vibes. This retreat literally is curated for you to have an amazing experience with beautiful professional women. No drama, all love, right? So I'm Coach Cass. I'm the one in the middle here, right? And I am the creator and founder of the Wanted Woman movement, which really is to support women in their love and their life journey. And I find that too often we're waiting for the group chat to get activated. We're waiting for our friends to stop being raggedy and get on that plane. And so it's just beautiful to be able to be in a space like once you're there, you're a part of the crew. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see. So, welcome. Let's see if I can get to my other slide. Okay, boom. Okay, I'm together. I'm together. Don't worry. Don't worry. So, all right. So, welcome. So, I'm on social media. So, if you've never come in contact with me or any of that stuff, like you could look me up on Instagram. I'm at Inspire Many. You could check out our YouTube. I actually did a 30-day vlog through Africa last summer. So you could literally see everything that I did with my family and then everything we did with the over 20 women that joined us in Zanzibar and Tanzania and on safari. We documented the whole thing, right? So, okay, so you're tuning in from Pennsylvania. Would love to know how you found out about us. Drop in the chat how you found out about us. How did you find out? And is this your first time experiencing anything with me, with us? Drop in the chat. This is a what you call it, a interactive, yes, an interactive situation. So okay, Instagram, awesome. What to expect, right? So what to expect when coming on a trip with us, what to expect. I wanted to play a quick video to give you a little bit of the vibes, but once again, you can literally watch the entire thing. You could watch the entire thing on YouTube. If you know what, Joe, I don't know. Can you drop the link to the playlist for 30 Days to Africa so that they could just see a little bit what it's about? And just around day 21 is when you can actually check out, is when you could check out what actually happened on our last trip. So you could just see what happened on our last trip, right? So here's a little sneak peek.
This is the start of something powerful. You didn't just book a retreat, sis. You stepped into once in a lifetime experience that will awaken every part of you. The intention for this journey: to reconnect to your joy, your wildness, your bold spirit, to explore from the heart of the Serengeti to the soul of Zanzibar. I love this. To experience new lands, new sisters, new stories, and moments that will shift you to be wanted. Not for what you do, but for who you truly are. What's happening first? Wild night, welcome dinner at the Parachichi restaurant. We're setting the tone with good food, great vibes, and the fierce energy of Wanted Women. Thank you for this trip. This is actually my first Wanted Woman trip.
Really?
Yes, and I'm already having a blast.
One thing about Coach Cass is she thinks of every detail, everything, and I can already I can see it coming together. I'm like, oh.
So have you been to Africa before? Never.
My first big trip.
How does it feel?
I'm so excited. Dream come true. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Putting this together. Yeah. It changed so many lives. Get emotional. Yeah, yeah. I feel it coming in.
That's how this came about. You treated
Yes, treated
yourself.
myself to Africa. It's been a long time coming.
Are you happy you came with us?
Yes, yes. This is not a solo trip kind of thing. Coming with Coach Cass. This is my fourth trip, first retreat. Yeah, I'm done with whatever with Coach Cass.
Life changing. Thank you so much, Coach Cass.
You got to dance with the Maasai. How are you feeling?
It was a wonderful experience. Once in a lifetime. Amazing.
Yeah.
It's almost an emotional moment. It was so good. It was so good.
It was a lot of fun, and it was just freeing. It was like letting everything go and just enjoying the moment. What a beautiful moment it was.
So we have a good time if you can't tell, right? So this is a judgment-free zone where you could come with all of your quirks of who you are and who you aren't and all the things. Like you can just be you. And so we see and we hear you and we create an experience where you can just refresh, right? So, wanted, what does wanted mean? Woman achieving new triumphs every day. We believe that you are wanted, right? Whether you're single, dating, or married, all are welcome on this trip. But we believe that you woke up like this, right? Like you're always doing for others, but who's doing for you? So this is a specifically curated trip that's curated for the professional woman. And what does a wanted woman do? She makes a decision, she sticks to her decision, she trusts her gut instinct, she takes action, and she joins a community of love. And this is just an amazing community. So we're going to share with you a special code tonight, right? To be able to save on this trip, but that's only for those who stay are committed to stay until the end. And I will not keep you past 1 hour, okay? So stay until the end. If you're committed to stay until the end, go ahead and drop I commit. If you're not committed, you don't have to drop anything. But if you're committed, drop I commit in the chat so I can see that you are committed. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, hey, I'm Coach Cass. I'm the Wanted Woman Retreat host, right? So, in 2024, we went to Bali. In 2025, we went to Tanzania and Zanzibar. And now in 2026, we are going to Morocco. And I don't know, well, I'll tell y'all in a second, right? So tonight is all about you, your joy, your next unforgettable adventure, right? So this is curated for the busy professional woman who gives so much to everyone else and is finally ready to say yes to herself. And it's for women who've been holding it all together but feels pulled to breathe, travel, connect, grow, do something fun. Hello? Like when was the last time you truly put yourself first? For some of you, you might be worried about your kids. For some of you, you might be worried about some other adults in your life. Maybe you're caretaking. Maybe you're just worried about you all the time. Like you worry about somebody else all the time, but what about you, right? So we wear so many hats. You might be a mother or not. You might be a leader, a friend, a daughter. But when was the last time you prioritized you? This retreat is about pressing pause, not to escape life, but to return to it renewed. So Morocco, right? So this is a 10-day. We're going to Morocco for 10 days. Drop a 10 in the chat so I know that y'all are paying attention. And we are staying in two places. So one of the things that we do is that we survey at the end of every trip. So one of the things the lady said is that for the next trip, which is this one, they want to stay in a max of two places. So we're going to stay at two places, right? So one will be in a Riyadh, in Marrakesh, in the heart of the Medina, where you'll be able to like walk out and go shopping and whatever. And then another place where we'll be in a hotel that's in Essaouira. I'm still trying to figure out how to say that properly, but it's like a beach town, right? Kind of think of like Cabo, though. It's not beach you get in, it's beach you look at. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So you arrive in Marrakesh on June 5th. Now, mind you, we often say to get there the day before, right? The trip really starts so you could really get adjusted and all that things and da 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 da. But essentially, the trip officially starts on June 5th. And we will have tailors there to take your measurements to make custom Moroccan outfits, right? So before the end of the trip, I think on day 8 is when they deliver it to you. But on day 1, they'll take your measurements, and day 1 and day 8, they'll deliver it. Now, this is at your own cost for the, this is just something extra. Like if you want something super authentic, yeah, exactly, Tina, right? Like have tailors coming to you. I just thought it was so fire, right? So we have a welcome dinner at a place called Dar Yakut, right? A beautiful courtyard. And on day 2, we wake up and we go to see the hidden gems of Morocco. So we go see the museum, and then we go sit rooftop, right? And then we have dinner where? At Sabi Sabi. I don't know if y'all have seen Tracy Ellis Ross's new show on Roku about her being a solo traveler, and she went to Morocco and she went to this restaurant, and I was like, oh, we have to go there. So it is a woman owned, woman run, woman chef, woman waitresses, woman everything restaurants. I just thought that was so fire. I was like, oh, we if Tracy Ellis Ross went, we got to go too. So super fancy. So we're gonna go there. And on day 3, we're gonna go to the Afagate Desert. So we're actually gonna go in like the afternoon. So the morning you'll have free to yourself, like breakfast every morning at the hotel is included. And then we're going to go over to the Afagate Desert. So the Afagate Desert looks a little bit different from the Sahara Desert. I'll tell you right now, the Sahara Desert is a 10-hour drive. So I figured y'all be okay with going to the Afagate Desert, which is only 45 minutes away from Marrakesh, instead of sitting in the car for 10 hours. Okay, amen. All right, so we could go over there, and then you could do the camel ride or not, right? You could look at the camels. Then we're gonna do a dinner at the desert camp, right? Let's go ahead and hear from one of our ladies who have attended a retreat in the past.
So
Uh-oh.
I would say to you, sis, if you are really looking for an environment where you can grow and be yourself as the beautiful woman that you are, I would say you need to come on a wanted women's retreat. Coach Cass has set it all up for you to just come and show up and to experience what it's like to be a woman and to be powerful and bold. She does an amazing job to create this environment to where you don't have to worry about all the little details of what trips have to encompass. But one of the things that I love is that she's created an environment of peace. We want to see you on the next Wanted Women's Retreat.
Yeah, so that's our girl Kristen, right? So day 4, we go to Gardens and Leisure. So they have some beautiful gardens in Morocco. So Yves Saint Laurent, the YSL, the guy with the fragrances and the design line, he has his own like garden and museum. We have the Majorelle Garden, right? So beautiful places to take pictures. There's quite a few gardens, and guess what? If you don't want to go through all the gardens because it's gonna be hot, it's okay. You could head it back to the hotel when you're tired of the gardens, or if you want to go shopping, like you can do. Like some of these things you're able to flex out of or flex into, right? And then we'll have at 1 p.m. we'll have a nice lunch in a private garden, and then at 3:30, we'll kind of release for the afternoon, and then we meet back for dinner, for a nice dinner at a place called Dar Zelish, right? Yes, honey, I'm learning all the words. Then on day 5, we're going to the Atlas Mountains to learn about the Berber culture. So the Berber people, they create tea. So this is about an hour and a half drive into the mountains. Yes, it's windy and such, but a home cooked lunch, authentic experience, a traditional mint tea ceremony. It's just nice. It's just nice. And on the way back, we'll see other gardens. Like a part of Morocco is just some of these beautiful garden setups, right? So you might want to carry a little parasol umbrella for all of the gardens we'll go to visit, but I'm telling you, they're gorgeous. So then the next day, we're going to pack our stuff up and we're going to go to a place called Essaouira, because one thing I know is our ladies love a beach town, being by the beach air, right? So I was like, oh, if there's a beach, we want to at least see it. Okay. So on the way though, we're going to stop at a winery. Hello, right? Anybody here like wine? If you don't, it's okay. But there's a winery. We're going to stop at the winery, right? And then we get to this beautiful beach town and explore and hang out, and we'll have a tour there, right? So we have a nice discovery, sleep overnight, blah, 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 a walking tour, and then we'll gather for a seafood fest. Come on, y'all. Learn about the traditions and the jewelry and the pottery painted by hand. Ooh, yay, right? And then as the time slows down, you can go do whatever you feel like a horseback ride or yoga session. Like that's on your own, but we give you options, right? Like of things that you can do, right? Then day 8, we headed back. We headed back to Marrakesh because what? You need your outfits, right? So then we headed back to the same hotel we were at before. We check right back in and we can unwind and you could go to the hammam, which is like the the baths, right, of Morocco, right, where they do the spas, not spa ritual. I don't want y'all to think this is rituals, not that kind of stuff. I'm talking about just, getting a rub down. Like a regular spa, right? And maybe go shopping or things of that sort. Now, dinner on this day is not included, right? So this is dinner at your leisure, wherever you want to be. If you want to be in your room, if you want to go out, if you want to make new friends, whatever you want to do, but just be safe, right? And this is when the Moroccan folks, the tailors, will come back to make sure you're good with your outfits. Because I wanted them to have enough time that just in case you needed a quick change, like there was enough time for them to change and come back. So I didn't want them to hand it to you as you were leaving the country and you're like, hello, you missed a button. So I wanted to make sure that, okay, everybody can see their outfits on day 8 prayerfully, right? Because it's a quick turnaround so that you will be happy and then go home with your beautiful new outfit. Okay. Check out Rena.
Coach Cass through the Facebook group, Singles Women's Group, and then I went to her retreat last October, and since then I have been following her everywhere.
So Rena, so this specific event is not singles only, but she found me through the single women's group, right? And listen, she goes on every trip. She don't play. She's like, yes, I'm coming to wherever you take me, Coach Cass, right? Day 9 is like a spa day. You could relax at the spa. This is a nice spa in Marrakesh, Hammam de la Rose, right? And just relax. And then we have our farewell celebration, right? And you can optionally choose to do a cooking class. So this is something that is outside of our normal, right? So you could choose to do that. And then some last minute shopping, right? And then we do a festive farewell dinner, right? At one of the best restaurants in town. One of the best restaurants in town. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And then unfortunately, you go home, right? On day 10. On day 10, you're headed home from Marrakesh, and the Marrakesh airport is RAK, right? RAK. You do breakfast at the hotel and RAK, and you're headed right back home. So what's included, right? You get some swag, you get a t-shirt, and we're gonna ship this to you beforehand because I'm not traveling with it across the world, right? Where you're sleeping is included, right? When it says all-inclusive resort experience, what that means is breakfast, right? So breakfast is included daily at the hotel, and then pretty much we will send you the itinerary, but the majority of lunches and dinners are included except for maybe like 2 days, right? Or if you're just like, okay, I want to do something different, right? What's not included? Your airfare, your round trip airfare to Morocco, COVID test if it's necessary, you just never know. Travel insurance. I'm going to tell you right now, you must get travel insurance. Let's see, let me tell you some crazy stories. So I heard a story about a couple that went to Mexico and, they ended up in the hospital and they had a $12,000 bill and they would not let them leave without paying that $12,000 bill. And Tyler Perry had to come pay that bill. I don't know if Tyler Perry was their cousin or what, but somehow Tyler Perry decided to pay their bill and they were able to leave Mexico, right? So you don't want these kind of problems, right? I have had individuals that maybe, somebody died in the family before the trip and they didn't get travel insurance. So, it's not refundable. So what you want to do is as soon as you book the trip, you get your travel insurance so that if anything, you can get your money back through the travel insurance. You see what I'm saying? What else? We had a young lady get sick on the last trip. She had gone to Italy before coming to hang out with us in Africa, and she had severe diarrhea. I know I'm getting all type of personal. She had severe diarrhea that could not stop, y'all. And we were in the middle of the Serengeti in the bush. And guess what? The hospital was closed on the weekend. Can you imagine? No doctor in the bush. So she had to be airlifted. Now, thank God she ended up being okay. She just needed like 2 IV bags and she was good. And she was able to join us back in Zanzibar, but it was still scary. So God bless. She had travel insurance and it was a $3,500 flight to fly her from the bush to the mainland, right? So her travel insurance is to reimburse her for that. Okay. So anything can happen. So I just from the moment you decide to the moment you land to the moment you leave, you want to be protected, right? And one thing somebody told me is that anytime you're traveling over 200 miles from your home, you should get travel insurance, which changed the game for me because it's like if you're going to the other side of this country, right? All y'all in the US, of this country, you should get travel insurance just because, right? Spa treatments are not included. Beverages. So in these countries, like your lunch is included, but you'll still have to pay for your soda or your bottled water or your wine or your beer or whatever, right? So you still want the change and the money to be able to pay for your drinks, right? So that's just kind of normal in any country. Your custom clothing and any optional excursions like the horseback riding on the beach and things. But many of the things that I spoke about, like the camel rides, will be included. Many of the lunches I talked about will be included. Like well, the cooking class is not included if you choose to do the cooking class, those kind of things, right? So I kind of went through that. The weather, it's hot, right? So let's be clear. We go into the desert, it's Morocco, it's hot. So you want to make sure to have like thin, long sleeve. It's also a modest type of country, right? So more modest dress. So you don't want to have your bosoms just outside for the people them, right? But it's a rich culture. It is beautiful. It's as safe as it can be. I always say have your wits about you, but it's a beautiful country that is ready to welcome us, right? So we handle all the logistics so you can just show up. So the question is, would you like to join us in Morocco, sis? Drop a let me in the chat if you'd like to join us in Morocco. Would you like to join us, sis? Would you like to join us? Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me now. I'll wait. All right, Talia said, let me in. Hmm. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else would like to join us? Who else would like to join us? Tisha or Tisha. Welcome, welcome. Now, Patty, are you already signed up for Morocco? I feel like you're signed up for Morocco. Am I lying? Let's see. Is she already signed up? I feel like she's already signed up. All right. So Tisha, Talia, Tina, Patty, Mamie, Francis, Beverly. Welcome. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So what happens next? You are okay. So Patty, can you come off mute and just share what it's like to travel with us? Because you have been on several of our trips over several years. How many trips have you been on? Like five, six?
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I've traveled with you since day one. So I think maybe 4 or 5 trips. Yep, I'm thinking since we went to, what was your first trip?
Jamaica?
Jamaica, and then Antigua, then no, Costa Rica, then Antigua. And yes, I've missed Africa, so I definitely want to go to Morocco. And I love your trips. They are so fun, very organized. You're very detailed, and just the love of the women, the friendships, the memories we create together. Amazing. Just a really, really good time.
Oh, simply beautiful. Thank you, Patty. I appreciate you, sis. So, look, listen, y'all. And I didn't pay her. I didn't know she was coming, right? So this is specifically just, off the cuff. I was just like, wait, I think she's already signed up. Let her share her own experience, right? So this is what happens once you book. Once you book, you get a confirmation email, like a welcome email. Then we send you a travel agreement to sign. Then you get like a retreat badge for you to post to say, I'm going on the next Wanted Woman trip. Then we want you to check your passport, right? Because we've also had that happen where a woman's passport was expired and she didn't realize till like the week before the trip. You know how stressful that is? She did end up working it out and going to camp out at the local Social Security office, but she lived in Maryland. Not every single state has a Social Security office that could issue a new passport same day, blah, 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 right? So some of y'all might have to fly to another state to get emergency passports and all that foolishness. And with the government and all that stuff, you don't want to play around. Okay. So check your passport, make sure that it doesn't expire within 6 months of the dates. Remember that the date is what? June. So make sure that it's still good come January 1 to what's it? Oh, what's 6 months after June? Lord, June, July, August, September, October, November. Okay, so by it shouldn't what's that thing called? It shouldn't expire before December, right? Before December. Yeah. Okay. Flights and travel insurance, right? So you want to get your travel insurance, then you want to put on your flight watch, right? So watch your flights and see. Now, yeah, there are great flights out of New York, even if you're coming from California. I know the most straight flight, like it's an 8 hour flight straight to Morocco from New York, which is super simple, right? I'll just tell you that on Royal Maroc, that's a American airline affiliate, right? Then about 30 days before the trip, we put you in a WhatsApp group together, and then we have like a pre-party, and then also like a unwrapping, unboxing where we send you the box maybe 2, 3 weeks before the trip to add to your suitcase and such, right? And in terms of suitcases, we ask that you don't travel like, the Legally Blonde girl who had like trunks and trunks going off to law school. But, you could carry some duffel bags to then fill up from all of your shopping. We will have a large coach bus to travel in, and we are maxing this trip at 20 women. So we only have about 8 spots left, right? Um, so we will have space for luggage, but I still want to be cautious and conscious because I don't know if there's always going to be somebody to help you carry your bags. And there's definitely no elevators. So you still have to be able to handle your stuff if need be. You know what I'm saying? Yes, ma'am. All right. So once again, your passport, make sure it doesn't expire anytime soon. Travel insurance, remember travel insurance covers lost and stolen luggage, trip cancellation, unexpected medical costs. So we want to make sure, right? Do we accept payments online? Yes. Do we provide refunds? No. This is why it's important that you have travel insurance. Could you make monthly payments? Yes. But when you pay in full, you save, right? Will we remind you that you're being charged? No. Essentially, when you sign up, it'll show you the dates of all your charges. It's up to you to, be grown and put it in your calendar, right? And what if your credit card is declined during the payment plan? You could always go in to update your credit card. Okay. So we would love for you to join us. Go to wantedwomanretreat.com, wantedwomanretreat.com to secure your spot today. So you could scan that, or you could actually go to the website. Jill just dropped it in the chat, and you could opt in. And for those who are live right now, you will get a code here. Use this code for $250 off, right? So this code expires at midnight. Well, not the code, the discount. The discount expires at midnight, right? So it's the best discount you're gonna get. I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay. So it's $250 off when you go to wantedwomanretreat.com and you put in the code WWR2026. Okay. WWR 2026, and the discount expires at midnight. Okay. When? At midnight. Well, 11:59, right? And that's Eastern Standard Time. I know some of y'all in different time zones and such. So, yeah, that's it. Okay. So, are there any questions? Do you all have any questions for us? Any questions? Any questions, ladies? Any questions?
Hey, I have a quick question.
Is that Tina?
Hey.
What's up,
So,
girl?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
The rooms, the accommodations, is it single occupancy?
Oh, okay, so you could do single or you could do double. Okay, so in these countries, a double are double twin beds. So let me be clear. I have searched far and wide in terms of trying to find two queens, two fulls. It just don't exist. So if you get a double, just know you're gonna be in a twin bed, right? And so pretty much we do our best to be able to roommate match you, but we don't start roommate matching until you're at least 75% paid for your trip, right? So we don't guarantee it, but we work hard to do it. And so far, in all of our trips, and I want to say we have about 8 or 9, we've been able to match women every single time, right? So if you want
But
to,
that's
hmm?
yeah. No, I
Yeah,
was making sure like if if I wanted single occupancy, like that's available. So it sounds like there's both options. Is that right?
there's both options currently today. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? This was us getting on the airplane in Africa. These are just some of the screenshots of some of the ladies who shared a little bit of their experiences as they traveled with us that we were able to capture, from women who were retiring from the military to those who had never traveled us before to those who just love traveling with us. We just have a really good time. Now, I'm not promising I'm gonna make a whole nother music video, but we made a music video, y'all. Y'all want to see it? As you sign up, y'all want to see it? Tell me if you want to see it. Tell me if you want to see it, right? So we would love for you to join us and use the code WWR2026 to grab your seat, your discount, right? So there you go, WWR 2026, and that's the offer, right? Now, if who here is signing up right now so we know that you're signing up? Oh, Rena said coach's trips are epic. Oh, thank you, love. Rena, you want to come off mute and share a little bit of why you decide to join us on these escapades and adventures?
It's always such an amazing time. Um, Morocco will be my fifth trip with Coach Cass and the group of ladies, and we just have such a wonderful time. It's such a wonderful sisterhood. Coach Cass is like a five-star accommodation kind of person. She'll take care of everything. You don't have to worry about anything. I would just say if you want a safe place and to have a great time, you should definitely be on this trip. I've gone to Bali, Antigua, Africa. I'm going to Colombia in February and Morocco. So I'm all in.
Let's go. I love it. I love it so much. Oh my goodness. Yes, sis. So, all right. Okay. So, thank you, Rena. All right.
You're
Does
welcome.
anybody have any questions? Bev, Francis, Mamie, Tina, Tisha, do y'all have any questions? Any questions before I play this here music video? Before I play this music video. All right. All right. So this is just a little bit of the fun we had when we went to Tanzania and Zanzibar.
Ooh. She got sneakers on and her carry on. Running fast from dusk to dawn. Zoom calls tight and deadlines bright. But her heart craves a deeper light. Not just someone who shows up late. She loves love that seals her fate. No more games or fleeting flame. She's done the work, now loves her aim. She's a wanted woman standing in her truth. A soft heart with a seasoned view. No more settling, no more pride. She shows up whole, no disguise. Wanted woman, yeah, she's the prize. Peace in her soul, no compromise. When love's the base, then all aligns. She's a wanted woman, it's her time. She loves the beach with no plan near Zanzibar breeze or Antigua cheer. Not escaping just how she breathes. Laughs with sisters, sand at her feet. Danced in waves, rode on the plane. Let go of guilt, release the pain. Now she loves with no more fear. Says yes to what feels sincere. She's a wanting woman standing in her truth. A soft heart with a seasoned view. No more settling, no more cries. She shows up whole, no disguise. Wanted a woman, yeah, she's the prize. Peace in her soul, no compromise. When love's the base, then all aligns. She's a wanting woman, it's her time.
have a good time, right? So I invite you to join us on our next adventure, which will be to Morocco, right? So for those of you who are leaning, literally $400 gets you started. That's the payment plan, the payment plan. That's the down payment. If you're like, okay, well, can I do a payment plan? Yes, there are plenty of payment plans. We have access to Klarna, you have access to Affirm and all that good stuff. When you actually opt in at wantedwomanretreat.com, you'll be able to see the single price as well as the double price. And then you click on one. Remember, when you pay in full, of course, you always save. So if you pay in full with a credit card or if you pay in full with a Klarna or an Affirm, you save, right? Or you could do a payment plan over time, right? So we have split pays, pay in threes, pay monthly, pay bi-weekly, all the payments. But pretty much you want to at least put down 400 to get your spot. Are the single occupancies with personal bathrooms? Yes, girl, this ain't college. No, ma'am. This if it's your own room, you got your own bathroom, your own bathroom, your own room, your own bathroom. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you don't have to share your bathroom. No, no. Unless you want to get a double, and that's fine as well. We often have a pre party that we talk about the do's and don'ts with the roommates, and usually we tell folks don't walk around naked in your room. Your roommate don't want to see all that. Okay, so if you're a nudist by heart, maybe it's better you get a single room. Ay, ay, ay. Right. So, any other questions? Once again, the 250 discount goes away tonight at midnight, 11:59 p.m. It is off the table, right? So $400 is all you need for your down payment to secure your spot. Tisha, what are you saying?
Yes. I had a question. So with do you recommend having a roommate, or it doesn't really matter? I know some different events, they prefer you to room with other people.
Girl, it's
I'm
up
just
to
curious.
you. You tell me. You tell me, are you okay with people? Some people need to unpeople, right? And some
Yeah.
people get excited about being with other people. So which one are you is the question.
Well, I can go either way, but I know sometimes they recommend, when you're going to other countries and stuff to,
Yeah.
um,
So, like for instance, we were out in the middle of the bush and I was very grateful to have a roommate, right?
Coach, can I say something about that? I was supposed to have a roommate. My roommate got sick, and I wanted a roommate out in the bush, in the wilderness, all by
Yeah.
myself in Tanzania. But I was blessed to be by myself, but I would have preferred a roommate. And then
Right.
all the trips I've had a roommate and I've had a great time. So as coach says, it's just up to what kind of person you are, how you like to vacation.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. So we won't be in the bush. We're not doing any glamping. We won't be in the middle of the desert, worried about desert animals coming to scratch at our tent. We're gonna go back to the Riyadh, which is, an authentic Moroccan type hotel. But yeah, essentially it's nice to have a roommate when you're in different countries because sometimes you just hear things. You're like, what was that? It's just nice to have somebody else and be like, did you hear it? I heard it too. You all right? I'm all right. So it's cool. It is cool to have a roommate, but once again, it's twin beds in the roommate rooms, okay? And then for the other rooms, it'll be like a full or a queen is essentially the overall consensus is what I'm hearing in terms of what they have available in Morocco. So it's all personal preference. So yeah, people do like having a roommate, and we do have roommate spots available. Mhm. Did I answer your question? Anything else? Okay. 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 Any other questions? Any other burning questions you guys have? Please remember to put in your discount code. We will not be applying it after. So when you get to the checkout, there's a place that says like promo code or coupon code. You put it in there and then you hit apply, right? So it can apply the code and you will see the 250 come off the total, right? And underneath the total, you could actually see the little arrow that shows you all the dates of your payments unless you're paying in full. Okay? Is anybody going through the checkout process right now and having any trouble or needs any help walking through anything? So this is the website here, right? Join us in Morocco, right? I'm excited. Sign me up now, right? So this is a little bit of the itinerary that we shared earlier, right? That you can read it again. We are doing all the things. Okay, sis, we're doing all the things. You're welcome, love. Right? And so here's some of the testimonials from people who have traveled with us in times past, right? A little bit about me. There are no workshops on this trip. This is a trip just with really good women. So you fill out your information there, you hit submit, right? You hit submit and that's it, right? And when you get to the next page, it shows you all the pricing and then you choose which option and which payment plan and then that's it. You got it? You got it? Y'all got it? Good. All right, so I will walk you through this, all right? So double room, that's the double room, that's the one with the roommate. It says breakfast daily, but literally in the itinerary, you could see pretty much we're including lunches and dinners and all that stuff. It's literally maybe like 2 or 3 days that, it's like on your own if you feel like doing something different, right? So you really don't have to worry about food like that. And the hotels that we stay at, it is customary to have breakfast every day, right? It says 2 and 3 payments, right? But look, here's the Affirm and the Klarna that you can use. And when you hit secure your spot today, look, we have a lot more payment plans available, right? We got 8 payment plans. And if you're like, well, I need a different kind of payment plan, go ahead and at least put down your down payment and then email us saying what type of payment plan you need to do, right? We'll work with you. So WWR 2026, hit apply, huh? And you see there's a 250 off. And here's what I was talking about with the little arrow that'll show you when the next payment is due, right? So here it is, boom, right? So here's all the payment days that you have here, right? Boom, right? You see it? All the payments, all the payments, all the payments, right? So you could see all your payment days so you could put them in your calendar, okay? So we're talking about food, we're talking about experiences, excursions, lodging, your airport transfer, all the good things, right? All the good things. And then this is the single, right? So it's double and then there's the single. Okay? That's all the things. And this is where you come. Once again, when you pay in full, you save. Otherwise, you can do payment plans. See? All the payment plans. And if you're like, can I break this up a little bit differently? Yes, yes, you can, right? As long as you communicate with us, we have no issues, right? You check off on knowing that it's non-refundable, non-transferable, terms and conditions, that you need to get your travel insurance, and then you fill out all your things and you hit complete purchase. Or you can apply for Affirm or Klarna, right? And Affirm or Klarna will let you know, right? So here's Affirm website, and they'll tell you what you can do. Look, Affirm will let you pay over 6 to 36 months. Come on now. Look at this, pay over 6 to 36 months. Like that is so amazing. Oh my gosh, right? Klarna, right? Pay over 3 to 24 months. So they could help you drag your payments out, sis. Like there's just no excuse. Okay. And so it is. All right. I think I've answered every single question. I told you I will not keep you past an hour. I think I've answered everything known to man. And so it is. Okay. So for those of you who have decided to come, congratulations. For those of you who are already coming, congratulations. If you're like, oh, I want my girlfriend to come, yes, we're going to send out the replay of this. So you could forward her the replay for a little bit. It'll be active for you. Okay. All right. Y'all good? All hearts and minds clear? Okay, very good. All right, y'all. Good evening. Much love, many blessings. Bye bye. Oh, Tisha, did you decide to come? I see. I'm so excited. You excited, girl? Brina said, I'm excited. What you saying, Tisha? You coming? Yay! She said she coming. Whoop, whoop. Go, Tisha. Go, Tisha. Oh. Where you coming
Yes,
from?
I'm super excited. I'm coming from Louisiana.
Oh, how fun.
Yes,
Okay. Welcome, Tisha. Is this your first anything with me? I think so.
it is. Yes, it is. And I've been looking for something like this for a long time. So I'm super excited about
Got some
it.
raggedy friends too, girl. You got some raggedy friends too. Like, yeah, we're gonna go. You know where this started, Tisha? Let me tell you. I wanted to go to Thailand and I had 25 people say they wanted to come. These are friends and family. Oh, we coming. You know who went? Me, my baby, my mama. I was like, wait a second, what happened? What happened to all
Exactly.
the people that said they were coming? You know, when the money had to come, they were like, you see what had happened was I was like, I told you 2 years in advance. I don't understand, you know? So I
Yeah.
said, I am done. I am done with this. I am traveling with women who are ready to go and have a great time and luxuriate all across this world. So welcome. And am I
Thank
saying
you
you
so
right?
much.
Am I saying your name right? Is it Tisha or Tisha?
It's Tisha.
Tisha. See,
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
need
No,
to
but
be
it's fine. You're
corrected. I
fine.
need to be corrected. Okay, Tisha. Okay, Tisha.
Yes.
All right. Well, welcome, sis. Remember to grab your seat before 11:59 p.m. When you pay in full, you do save. And if you have extra questions, you get our text, right? You can always text us back. Did you get a text message from us?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you can always text us back.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great evening.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, y'all. Have a great evening. Have a good night. Bye.